Honest, I get home from work every day and I'm just exhausted, and then I'm supposed to come home and work on the house. But instead I got this gorgeous little girl wanting attention all the time. Hello, how are you? And the baby as well. Okay, so basically what's happening is we're working towards getting this whole big area cleared out. Now, to help in that, look what I've bought. That's 3 meters wide by 4.8 meters long, and that is currently stacked with all my building equipment that was predominantly inside here. So it was all stacked up. Now, something very exciting is happening. We could have done with it weeks ago, especially with that extremely hot heat wave, so you can guess what's coming. If you haven't guessed what this is our aircon. Well, it's a reverse heat pump. So we've got aircon and heating all in one. That's going to be running our small lounge area in the 2 bedrooms. We're not too worried about this big area for now because we're not really living in here apart from when we cook, and I can't afford the 5,000 odd euros that they want for the unit to go for this room. So we're just going to put up with this one for now, which is going to be great. The installer Jonathan, who I work with on other projects, is going to be coming to show me how to do a lot of the installation myself, and then here come and do the connections so it's all sorted. So yeah, let's watch this space. Yeah, got all excited and I didn't share what I was doing. Okay, so aircon. This is the back plate that the aircon unit sits on. That's the halfway point of the room, which is coincidentally the halfway point of where that light is. He told me to leave an air gap of around 200 mil along the top, and he also said for optimum usage for when it's blowing out the hot air, he says about 2.2 meters. So I've gone 225 because I don't like to listen to people, so I've altered it to suit my own means. So that's where it's going. Bit of live action. So that goes on there like that. I've then got another fixing point there, and there. I then cut out a hole here, which no doubt will be exactly where a bit of stud is. Hopefully not. And then I've got to cut a hole, feed the pipe all the way up the attic, all the way along to where it's going out. It's going to be horrendous. There's nothing exciting to see. I'm going to get that screwed up, leveled up, and then cut the hole. How exciting is that? There you go. 5 solid fixings. Fantastic. I'm now going to repeat that in the other 2 rooms. That's our master bedroom one done. And this is the lounge one done. I've drilled the access hole for all the pipework in the corner of each one as well. This one's not too bad because obviously straight up, worst case, if we struggle to feed it down, I can cut a bigger hole there and then sort it and patch it. But I'm a bit worried with the other ones. Obviously we've got the drop ceiling design, and if I'm going to struggle to get the pipe in, it's going to be a right nightmare accessing it. So it's going to be fingers crossed. I think I'm going to wait. There's a cold day coming up soon, so I'm going to wait till then to run the pipes, and hopefully it won't be too stressful. But I've got to bring the reels of copper pipe, which is 2 copper pipes down, which are in an insulation. That's this stuff here. There's the ends, and then we have 1 electrical cable for each one, and then we have the condensation pipe as well. So 4 pipes in total coming through. That's going to be great fun to do. But hey ho. Okay, so another day. Logistically, this is a nightmare. So I've cleared this room out, which was absolutely like stacked to here with stuff. So I had to clear space elsewhere. I've cut an access slot there. We've got 2 reels of 20-meter pipe. I'm a bit unsure if it's enough. I might have to get more. But the first job is to unreel it, pass it up there and feed it along. It's going to be a bit awkward to film, so I'll just basically show you a bit of pipe going up in that hole, which again, it's not great filming. Okay, this is a few minutes on. I've changed the plan slightly. Just doing this was awkward. So I've got the pipe behind all the rafters there. I've unreeled it and got it near to where it needs to go. I know the cavity's 150 mil. It's 185 off the wall, so that plus the cavity is 2 meters, so I know if I mark off the block work 2 meters, cut a decent sized hole behind the stud wall, that should be where we can feed the pipe down to bring it out through the hole where I've put the bracket on the wall. The only problem that I'm worried about is when we initially did the installation, if you're long-term viewers, you remember we hung it off of wood, so I know where I want to cut effectively is probably going to be a bit of batten. It won't take up all the room because it's 150mm cavity and the batten's only 30mm, so there should be enough. But it's quite a snug fit, obviously, because that's, you know, how we've designed it to be nice and snug. So I think what I'm going to do is cut the hole, and then I'm going to try and get an old bit of gain or some plastic, put it in the hole, feed it up to get through the hatch that I'm about to cut now, and then sellotape the copper pipe to it, put the electrical cable with it as well, and then feed it down. That's the plan. It is sweltering up here. Okay, I don't know how well you can see, but basically I've put a board out. I've got to get right down where the eaves are, cut out a hatch. This is not nice at all. Right, wish me luck. Okay, do the introduction.
I'm having a donut.
She's having a donut. That one's done. It's very hot today, so we're all locked up. That one's done, and the hole for the condensation pipe is drilled through as well. And unfortunately, the supplier of all the stuff didn't supply us with enough pipe, so that's not been done. But this is the easiest one. I like to always do the hard jobs first. It's something I've done for years, so this is the easy one. So that's very basic: up and along, back down. I've got the man, the legend, Richie. Richie's busy doing some mountain bike holidays and that, so he wants money. So I knew he wanted some money, so I've been giving him the odd bit of work occasionally when I could be bothered. And then I suddenly had a thought, why don't I get Richie to come at my house and help me instead of going to other jobs and doing their houses? So this morning we were up in the attic, and I tell you what, having another skilled professional helping me get those pipes through was the absolute dream. It really did make a big difference. So as you can see, this is where the unit's going to be going. Drilled out everything, all the electrical cables there. All we need now is obviously the last pipe to come through that top hole, one mains power cable for the unit, and then we are good to go. I've sent the installer a message saying I'm basically ready for you, I just need the pipe, because it'll only take me an hour to install the pipe. Richie's watering my gardens by the looks of it. And we've just done the shettery one, because there's always waste when you're renovating or building. We're now about to sand the big wall down in here. I started it a little while ago, but it's been real slow going. So we're going to get this space cleared, get it sanded, and hopefully a coat of paint. Thank you for adjusting the mood lighting, darling. Really appreciate that. Yeah, so let's watch. Okay, this has had its first coat of undercoat. What are we doing now, Richie?
We're going to fix the holes in the ceilings that the electrician fucked up.
Fluffed. Family audience. Yeah, Roy the bastard. I mean, Roy the lovely bloke. Yeah, when he was cutting the holes, there was a bit of damage caused. It's one of those things that happens, unfortunately. But we want this house to look very nice, and they're really annoying, the marks that you can see. So what we're going to do is we're going to go out there, pop all the lights out, fix the holes, and then put a final coat of paint over them. And we're probably, not now, but we're going to put some linseed oil over the beams, aren't we, the purlins? Because it highlights them, it makes it look really nice. So yes, we're going to get there now. Quick, live action, Richie, go. Every time the clip's on air, I always make sure they're not near it. And, oh! ruler. A ruler. Yeah, like ruler. This is the problem with filming. It's just overwhelmingly exciting a lot of the time. We'll come back when we're done, because there's not much to see. We're literally going to take all the lights out the whole way along, put a little bit of film around them, and then when it's all dry, we're going to put a coat of paint over. But that has to be 24 hours, because you're always allowed 24 hours between drying times for certain products. Okay, that's that all coated up, ready for a quick sand down and a coat of paint, and this is all ready for a tiny little bit of snag work and final couple of coats of paint. So it's easy work now. With like, that's the, what is it when you're near the end of the job, done the bulk of the job, whatever, see the light at the end of the tunnel. We're nearly there, and then yeah, once that's done and this part of the wall's done, we're going to start tiling, so then we can start working our way out. Here is the space. Right, see you in the next clip.